Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to draft the upper part of this dress. I'll be drafting the bodice part of this dress. I'll be drafting the over bust bustier for this style, and I'll be drafting the neckline as well. So right now I want to proceed to marking on our pattern paper. I've gone ahead to mark my shoulder to bust line, which is 9 inches, shoulder to my bust point 10.5, shoulder to my under bust 14.5, and shoulder to my waist, that's 16, but I added 1 inch of sewing allowance, that's 17 inches. So I'll mark that measurement and I'll extend with a straight line. Here I'm just labeling my pattern: starting line, bust point, under bust, and waistline / length. So right now, proceed to marking my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2, that will give me 8 inches. I marked that 8 inches both on my shoulder line and on my bust line. I come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I marked 5 inches for my neck width. After marking that measurement, the next step is for us to impute our bust round measurement. My bust round is 42 divided by 4, that will give me 10.5. I'll mark that measurement and I'll come down on my armhole line, come inwards by 0.5 inches, and I'll proceed to cover my armhole. So after covering my armhole, the next thing I want to do is to work on our bust span measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches. 8 divided by 2 plus 0.5 inches of sewing allowance, that will give me 4.5. So I marked that 4.5 on my bust point, on my bust under bust, and on my waist / my length. So I'll connect the line upwards and I'll mark 1 inch on both sides for my dart take in. That'll be making 2 inches of dart. So I'll mark that measurement and I'll go ahead and curve my dart upwards to meet my bust point. Please just watch the video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to reply. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family and thank you for subscribing. So right now, after drafting that, the next step is for us to connect our neck width to our armhole for the stylish neckline. Now you want to proceed to doing your neckline like this, otherwise you won't get the exact over bust bustier neckline. So I proceeded to extending my shoulder measurement by 0.5 inches, and on my bust line I went outwards by 0.5 inches as well. I did that because I rather prefer to have excess fabric to work with than to have shortage. So you draft your pattern this way, and if by the time you are drafting on your fabric and you have excess, it's better you have excess so you can trim it out if you have excess. So after drafting, I'll proceed now to covering my new armhole. I'll curve it out, and the next step is now from that line where it meets, where I'm pointing to directly, you're going to proceed to covering your over bust. But I'll come down by 5 inches because that's how low I want my neckline to be. You can do 6 inches, you can do 7 inches, depending on what works for you. But I'll be coming down by 5 inches, and I want my over bust neckline to curve exactly at that 5 inches. I'll be drawing a line first, then I'll come down to mark my 5 inches. I'll first of all get my oval measurement, oval shape neckline, then I'll proceed to drafting the 5 inches for the oval shape as well. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing, please just watch the video. So I proceeded now to doing that. After doing that, the next step is for us to be able to take our dart. So I'll extend my bust span measurement, the 4.5 inches I took earlier for my nipple to nipple measurement. I'll extend it upwards to meet the neckline I just drew. So after marking it to meet the next neckline, I'll go outwards on both sides by 0.5 inches for my dart taking. So I'll be taking 1 inch of dart in total. I mark 0.5 inches and I'll be covering my dart exactly so. So after taking the dart, I want to replace that dart on my bust line. I don't want, by the time you are sewing the arm, it will affect the bust line, that's your underarm. So I don't want it to be tight. So I'll proceed to mark that measurement. And the next step is for me to add my sewing allowance to my bust line. My waistline is 38 divided by 4. So I'll proceed to adding 2 inches of sewing allowance and 2 inches of dart taking. And after doing that, the next step is for us to cut out our pattern. We are done with the drafting. Now we'll cut out our pattern. If you have watched the video to this point, please don't forget to give this video a like. It helps my channel a lot. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can push out my content and other people can be able to learn from this video. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching my videos, and I hope you learn one or two things at the end of this video. So right now, after cutting out our pattern, I'll open it up so we can see what we are working with, and after opening it up, I'll proceed to cutting out my pattern, my dart part, and I'll pin it down so we can see what we have at the end of the day. Our neckline came out so fine, so right now I'll cut out the dart part and I'll proceed to pinning down the pattern paper so we can see what we are working with. I do this step because I have students with me, so I want them to learn from me as well. That's why I go ahead and pin down the pattern paper so you can see what it will come out looking like. Now when you finish sewing, you want to, if you are drafting on your fabric, you want to ensure that you pad your bustier side with soft interface or soft paper stay, whichever one works fine. Not too much padding for this type of outfit. So the next thing now after drafting the front pattern is the back. I'll be doing a basic back pattern for this. I went ahead to mark 1 inch for my zipper allowance. I've marked my shoulder line, my bust line, my bust point, and my under bust. I repeated my measurement and I'll be drafting my armhole at this point, and I'll be marking 5 inches for my neck width as well for the back, but I'll be coming down by 1.5 inches for my neck depth for the back. So I'll mark my nipple to nipple measurement as well. I'll be imputing that 4.5 inches of mark for my bust span measurement, and I'll be taking 1 inch on both sides for my dart as well for the back. I'm going to be doing a basic dart for this back. Whatever you do works fine. So I'll go inwards by 0.5 inches to snatch my back and to remove zipper bulge. So I proceed to doing that, add my sewing allowance of 2 inches, and I'll mark those measurements and I'll proceed to connecting the lines just as shown. After doing that, the next step for us is to cut out our back pattern. Now I'll proceed to cutting out my back pattern once I'm done drafting. You want to ensure that you are done, you draft your pattern properly. Please don't make a mistake when you are drafting your pattern, especially if you're a beginner. Take your time in drafting your pattern before you draft on fabric. It's very important. So right now I'm done with the drafting of the back pattern. I'll proceed to cutting out the pattern so you can see what we're working with. After cutting, I'll proceed to folding in the dart so you can see what it looks like at the back. Now if you are cutting out your fabric and you've gone ahead to sew in your dart and your pattern comes out looking like this, or your outfit, the back comes out looking like this, you want to go upwards by 0.5 inches, and after going upwards by 0.5 inches, you want to ensure that you just rule a straight line from the darts. Rule a straight line from the darts. After running a straight line, just proceed to cutting out that part, and when you cut out, you ensure that your lines are smooth and straight. That's just what I just did for the back pattern. Now that we're done with drafting both the front and the back pattern, the next step for me is just to align it so you can see what the pattern scheme are looking like. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you learn 1 or 2 things from me today. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Please subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to the channel. We are one family in this channel and we do a lot of sewing tutorials, pattern drafting, DIY projects. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Until I come your way again. Bye bye.